can't believe the storm. It came out of nowhere. This ability's getting worse by the minute. This is bullshit. If we can just continue driving for the night, then even at this speed, we should make it in time. Yeah, it's fine, but you've gotta be kidding me. I can't fucking. Of all the times to get a fucking flat, of course, right now. I'm gonna go look at it. Stay in the car while I fix this. All the fucking time. Where'd I put that tire jack? I thought I said to stay in the car. It was one Sweetness, can you please just get back in the car? Because I'm asking, that's why. What? Nothing. There's nothing in the trunk. I said there's nothing. Why do you keep asking about it? Hey, those calls didn't mean shit. They were my business. You didn't care before. Oh, now I'm so untrustworthy because I want a piece of goddamn privacy? No, better yet, maybe everything we shared this entire trip suddenly doesn't matter because I'm not allowed to keep anything to myself. Is that it? No, see, because that's what it is at the end of the day. I'm never allowed anything for my fucking self. Is that what you wanted to hear, Georgia? Shit, No, I know that's not your name. Could we go somewhere else? No, I know we have the flat. I'll call someone to fix it in the morning, just please. Hey, I just finished in there. There should be someone here in the morning to replace the tire, and then, it'll be a short drive from here. Sweetness, I am so sorry for yelling at you. It was uncalled for, flat out. No, it's not okay. None of that was, and it certainly wasn't fair to you. So please, you don't have to try and apologize or comfort me or protect my ego from being bruised or whatever. Do you want to know about the calls and the trunk? I know, but I want to tell you about it if you're willing to hear about it now. The person who's been calling me, the one you overheard me talking to that one day, was my cousin's fiance. I haven't spoken to my cousin in over a year. Yeah, that's Georgia. Do you remember when we stopped for our little date and I was telling you about my family? The other kids I would see, there were only three of us total. Me, my cousin Georgia, and her brother Cedar. And like I said, when you're a kid, things feel different. They pass by in a different kind of way, you know. I didn't understand the other shit going on when I was younger. Just that one year, I stopped seeing my cousins at events, and eventually I stopped trying. That is until I was like 19, I think. Cedar had found me through the familial grapevine somehow. he was really good at shit like that. And suddenly, the three of us were back together. The gang had found its way again. And honestly, it was fucking awesome. I miss them every day growing up. They were my best friends. My family hasn't been all that great for a while now. Lots of shit kind of goes into that. One particular sort of, I guess, source of conflict split our family almost down the middle. People chose sides and were pretty stubborn about not hearing the other out. This went on for years, and eventually, different versions of what had happened had reached us, kids, now that we were adults. And to put it simply, Georgia and I ended up on opposite ends. And we were stubborn. God, we were so stubborn. Whenever we were meeting up or hanging out, we would butt heads constantly. Even the most minor things could trigger arguments on good days or screaming matches on the worst ones. Cedar was our rock, though. He always tried to dissolve the tensions, make everything better. And, he was damn good at it. Eventually, our fighting sort of ruined what we had before. Georgia moved to another state after getting a job opportunity. Cedar had decided to move back home, closer to most of our family. I think deep down he kind of wanted to try and help in a way that he could, hoping to make everyone smile more, argue less, you know? And then, one night, I get this call, and it's my ma. And she says, that Cedar had gone to the hospital. I remember that night so vividly. I was sitting on the couch and I jumped up, and I remember running to my room. As I pulled some shoes on, I was telling her I would be on the nearest flight to see him. But then she breaks the news to me that there isn't I'm sorry. No, I'm okay. Cedar was already gone. He had been fighting something for longer than me or Georgia had known. And he lost that fight. And I felt like I couldn't breathe. Things were happening around me, but it didn't feel like I was actually experiencing them. My ma had thought I dropped my phone somewhere because of how silent I was and hung up on me. And I just fucking... What was I supposed to say or do? And I never imagined I'd get that call, you know? I wasn't supposed to get that kind of call, but I had. And I just wanted him there to make it better. And he couldn't. I wanted just a few more words that I couldn't even have. Um, that was a few months ago, like like 10 or so. Um, I ended up flying out there anyways. I wanted to see him at least one more time. I stayed to help out my family, check on my uncles and stuff. And there was this day where we decided to finally read the will. And this bastard, my 20-something-year-old cousin, had 3 direct requests. He wanted to be cremated, he wanted Georgia and I to make up, and he wanted us to decide on where to lay him to rest together. Georgia and I didn't try to communicate for 3 months after we lost Cedar. And the first time any communication happened, I tried calling her house. Her fiance answered instead. And we didn't get anywhere, even with him as a mediator, because we just bickered and fought, and it was like nothing changed. We hadn't changed. I'm not super religious or anything, but this one night, like a month ago, I had this dream. I was walking, and when I looked to my side, Cedar was there, leading me. He said, come on, it'll be just like old times. And when he stopped at the edge of this forest, Georgia was standing there. And he whispers, you have to take care of each other. And then I woke up, and I called my mom. Cedar's in the trunk. I mean, not like his body, his urn. I had it shipped to me after the dream, and this whole trip, the point was to see Georgia, to apologize for all the fighting, and to apologize for Cedar, and to just fix what we broke. Sweetness, I am terrified that I won't know how to fix this. That I'll have come all the way out here for nothing, essentially. Hmm? I shit. If Cedar were here, he'd probably start listing a bunch of things he knows always butters Georgia up, honestly. I still remember a few, I think. Yeah, that did help a lot, actually. Tomorrow, when I go see her, do you mind staying at her house while we talk and stuff? I mean, as much as I'd love your support, and trust me, I would, I think this is something I need to do by myself. Thank you. It's late, but I think we deserve some sort of midnight snack. Wouldn't you agree? You choose somewhere that's open, and I'll pay. Hi, thanks. So, things went all right. Yeah, really. Georgia is keeping the urn now, but we're going to decide on where to bury him some other time. Also, actually met her fiance, more formally this time. Yeah, I hadn't actually met him before all of this. She was real private about her dating life, kind of always has been. That's not really the main point. Well, obviously, you're a little nosy. I could see it in your eyes, sweetness. Um, so now that all of this is over, I guess it's time to head back. Yeah, I'll be fine, I promise. Driving will be a piece of cake. I'm not stressing about a schedule or any other bullshit. Just you, me, and the road. um, well, it's just, how do I even say this? I have liked you, or rather, I've been interested, I guess is the better word. I've I've wanted to get to know you in hopes of being something more since we met that one night in the bar. So much so that for weeks after that meeting, I went to dozens of speed dating events in hopes that I would run into you again. And I know that you're interested in exploring with me, sweetness. And I'd love to, but right now I'm repairing things. I'm repairing things with my cousin, with myself, probably with even more family, and I'm still working through this grief. And at this point where I am in my life journey, I I don't think that it's the right time for me to try my handed romance. I'm sorry if that. Thank you. Now, don't mistake. If you're still open to it when I'm available down the line, I'd love to give it another chance. But don't hold back on anything. Live your life the way you need to. You should seriously consider that editor idea, though. I'm for real. Sweetness, you are a gold mine of ideas. Anyone would be lucky as fuck to have you looking at their work. I mean, why would I?